call somebody a dick, but I don't think you can actually say dick in the mouth.
No, see, that's costing Kevin.
Because you can be like a dick, you're a Richard.
No, exactly. I was using it in that context.
So Kevin gets one for that.
Kevin gets one for that, absolutely.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
I'll take that.
No, I'm not writing it down because I said it too.
Okay. What about the buck for Chuck idea? What do you think of that?
We touched on this briefly, didn't we, online, where we're going to try and get everybody to send in a buck for Chuck?
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to get a post office box, and we got a great charity lined up. I still want to run this by the staff, but I'm leaning towards KFC, my mother's knitting group, in which the proceeds go to. Because
so your mom can get rich. Okay, sure.
Well, no, like we discussed last show, her
know.
group's done 16,000 plus knitted items for the challenge.
Fudging with you, Chuck.
And I'm telling you, the way that they knit, it water repels, and I stay warm all night out in the woods.
Well, there you go. Hey, do you think that? Okay, go with me on this. All right.
I am going to go with you.
I don't want to be too
not
gross.
into the woods because I'm coming back alone.
I'm wondering if they could knit me something for my Charlie and my Bizzles.
Yeah, definitely. In holiday colors or just?
Well, that would be great, but I'll take any color really because you're not going to see it really so much.
Dude,
I'm hoping to never see it.
They could probably knit that up in about a minute. It wouldn't take much material. No,
you know, better yet, why don't you come in and actually pose for them or stand in for a fitting?
Yeah.
And you can have 80-year-old women come up and knit you something all around your little junk.
I like that.
Or you could just show them the cap of that Expo marker over there and say, "Here, fit this."
Fit this.
Do you have a pattern for this? Can you pay? No, here's a thimble. You got a pattern for a thimble?
Do you guys
it's
do
a
anything
thimble
for...
warmer.
I see you do scarves and hats and gloves. Do you do anything for micro penises? No, seriously. I got a slightly above size package for my slightly below average height.
You have a stunning woman, so you must be packing, baby.
Well, no, it is.
That's why you're so short, man. That thing's held you down.
Gravity kept him from growing. That's why he's hunchbacked.
Okay, A, I'm not hunchbacked. B, I'm not that short. I'm 5'7", dude. Oh my God, Jay, how tall are you? 5'7 and a half? What are you?
I am 5'7 and 9/16, bro.
What, did you stand on your micro penis to get that 9/16?
No, he was standing on a scale.
Yeah, I'm normally 5'7 when I stand on my penis. I go to 5'9".
Jay's standing on the scale going, I'm taller, but I'm fatter.
It makes for better hugs, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Oh, God.
Okay, so a buck for Chuck. All right, that's off the whiteboard.
No. We're actually going to do a Buck for Chuck program. We're going to pick charities, and I'll have a P.O. box by next show, by the Christmas show. And we're going to try to do this all year long, and we'll keep our listeners involved in our finances. We're not going to take any royalties or management fees or any of that crap that a lot of charities out there do. We're just simply going to take the money and just do the right thing.
Well, do they keep all the money, or do they have to pay out too?
They're going to keep it.
I'd like to see their 401(c) is what I'm trying to say.
Well, that's Pop's arena, and I think you're approaching upon our accountant's arena. And
that's true. Pops, I need you to investigate the 401(c) of the KFC knitting for children.
Or charity.
Charity, sorry.
Charity or children.
I think of Chuck, I think of children,
Knitting for Chuck.
Oh, so
Knitting
do
for
I.
Chuck. Knitting for Charlie.
One of the charities that I have donated to pretty consistently in the past. That's
Sperm bank.
Danny Thomas Children's Hospital.
Oh, dynamite.
St. Luke's,
They use.
right?
Pops, get right up to that microphone.
Yeah, you gotta.
You can't hear me?
Now we can. You got to get your face right up to the mic.
Oh, anyhow.
Sorry.
The Danny Thomas Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, that they do wonders for cancer. If a person has a child with cancer, they take them and they house them there. They treat the child, and there's no charge to people unless they can afford to
All right,
pay.
we're gonna have to work on some of that, aren't we? I don't think that's coming in yet, is it?
Well, I can hear him. I'll just, yeah, people can hear him.
Okay, I'm sorry, Pops.
Well, anyhow, that's in addition, we could, in addition to what Chuck has, we could add that as one of the recipients.
Oh, so you want to introduce a new charity? That's a good one, St. Luke's.
Right.
I can see Pops and Chuck are going to get in another fist fight by the end of the night.
Chuck,
No,
you-
I'm just thinking we're just kind of local. Just kind of keep it local. But they know I
St.
understand.
Luke's?
I don't think so, but it's who it is, St. Luke's.
Wow.
That's
There's a lot of great organizations like that. The McDonald organization, where they actually set up the
quarter
people.
pounder with cheese.
No, they set up the parents where they stay while the children have
One of the
traumatic care.
problems that I found with a lot of them is that 75% of it goes to the people that are running it.
Exactly, the administration fees.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can understand. Like, you know, somebody that, like, if I were to go out and tomorrow start a Kevin Holly Show 401c charity organization, you know, I would wholeheartedly want to donate 100% of it to whatever charity that we're going to pick. You know,
But you do occur overhead.
there is a little bit of overhead, so it's not uncommon for a charity to
Right.
take some of the money to pay for their overhead. However, there's also charities out there that take, you know, 80% of it.
Absolutely.
It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
it's insane. Some
Right,
CEOs and stuff making
the
$8
cancer-
million. But you know, I've
And these are generally funded by the bigger faces that we see. You know, the people with the bigger bucks get in our face, and we're
Exactly.
inclined to think that they are more legit.
But you
Do your
have-
research, folks out there. Give generously, but do your research.
Yeah, you know, for instance, like I did the cancer walk for a local charity in Hudson, Florida. I did it, 2 or 3 times now since I've been dating Lori.
I remember the last walk you rant and raved about, told me great
Oh, it
stories.
was beautiful. Yeah, it was great. And people actually pulled over on State Road 52 and handed me dollar bills. And what did I do? I took them straight to the organizer who was walking with us.
I thought you put most of them in your G-string and then continue to walk and wonder why they're giving you money.
Well, but the fact of the matter is that we didn't raise $1 million. You know what I mean?
No.
But you know, they raffle stuff off, and people, you know, buy the raffle tickets, and then they get little, you know, packages of prizes and whatnot. And some of all the local bars, it was a pub crawl basically,
Right.
and everybody participated. So it was a cool thing for the community because we, you know, spent our money in the local area at the bars.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's keep it a little local for a little while.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that the organization that got the donations, okay, is not an organization that's like you know, a celebrity endorsed, you know, or they're
It's not
taking.
nationwide. Right.
Yeah, it was like I can't
It's
remember exactly what it
localized.
was off the top of my head, but it was something huge that, you know, puts like
Well,
90%
just think about
of the
the
money
edge
out,
that you
know?
took off that organization. Now they can provide even the most simplistic of items for some people for a limited time. Let's just say even toothpaste, anything, because a lot of these folks can't work anymore. You're talking about care packages, foods, food
What?
drops, you know, things like that.
I would like you guys to know that I have already decided, and it's in a contract form over here, that seeing how that I have to keep track of the swear word thing, I will be receiving a salary of roughly 45%
Yeah.
out of all this. So
Hey, I'll tell you something, Jaybird. I read a story in a magazine, like a real magazine, not on the internet, you know, not on my cell phone.
so what you're saying is it had pictures.
It had
No,
pictures.
he's going to
was
tell us he got a paper cut and ended up in the ER.
Yeah, that's how Chuck got Hep C. But anyway, I was reading. I was waiting somewhere in an office. I don't know what I was waiting for, a job interview or doctor
Your ship
appointment
to
or
come
whatever.
in.
Yeah, whatever it was. Write him down. Write him down.
I said ship.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Anyway, write him
Or
down
chip.
anyway.
He gets it. Yeah.
Did you say chip? Did you really just say chip?
No.
That's pretty close. I mean,
Anyway, so I read this really interesting article, and I'll keep it really short here.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah, I know. Basically, wait, what? Why has it got to be short, Kev? No, anyway, it was really cool. It was about an entrepreneur that was a young man in his 20s, and he lived outside of St. Louis or in Missouri somewhere, and right off the Mississippi. And he used his mother's yard, okay, to store items that he would salvage from the river when it would crest and then recede during the floods. And so he would, you know, get in his John boat and he would scour the riverbanks and he would find like washing machines, you know, bottles, cans, aluminum, whatever. And he had found so much crap outside of businesses, big business, big business outside of like St. Louis, big cities and whatnot.
Paid the property, bought the house?
No, so he would collect the stuff, and after he had enough stuff in his mom's yard, he would take it to the dump or whatnot, recycling plant, and he would recycle it and get the money. Well, then he started thinking, I'll start a nonprofit, and he did. He got a 401(c), and he started a nonprofit company. And I believe that he was able to draw like $20,000 a year.
I've seen something about that, yeah.
Yeah, and so he used that money to buy a better John boat, whatnot. So then he went out. This is the important part. He went out to the local businesses, so big companies, corporations, and manufacturing plants and things like that. And he said, "You guys are littering. Your parking lot's wash into the river. You guys are on the river. And I'm finding this, that, and the other, and you're responsible for this part of it. This company's responsible for that part of it." And he said, "You know what? I want donations from you guys. Or I'm going to say you didn't donate."
Right.
Simple
and
as
jam
that.
them up. And just jam them up.
Now, do you want people to think you didn't donate and you littered?
Right.
And they're
Right.
like, okay, so they would donate. And so what happened was he grew so...
Which is beautiful blackmail. I mean,
It is.
There's only way you can call it. That's blackmail.
it was
Actually,
fairly-
what the guy's doing is
He's going to do a good thing.
It's a
and-
tremendous
and-
justice to the
to his environment, to his
He's got a
immediate
ton of
environment.
boats now and
So
stuff.
that's what happened. He ended up hiring so many people, and the government, through his 401(c), supplied him with enough money to support part of it. And then with the donations, of course, he didn't donate everything.
So he actually
to
has
charity,
salary employees, which people are providing for their families.
Dude, he bought a houseboat, okay, and he had like 6 bunks in it. And for like 3 months out of the year during the rainy season or whatnot, all his employees would live in the houseboat with him, and they had like a fleet of John boats, and they were
just come
pulling
out and
everything
buzz
up
around and do your thing,
and clean it up, man.
Yeah,
And so the people
beautiful.
that donated, the companies, they looked great because they were helping to clean the environment, and the companies that didn't,
Yeah, because because they can use their name involved when he's
Yeah.
preaching his gig. Right,
Dude,
I got you.
Chuck is so jazzed about this. He's like, I'm moving to Mississippi
You're
and doing
damn right.
that. I'll be homeless no more.
Actually, I was going to say
Missouri.
about something. If you ever look up the guy that
wait,
invented...
hold on. What are you gonna hop a train to Missouri? Dude? This knapsack on a broomstick.
No. I do much better at the truck stops.
2 dogs in tow.
2 dogs in tow at a truck stop. No, look up the guy that invented the 5-hour energy and what he does with 90% of his proceeds. He throws all kinds of money to R&D research on solar energy, medical.
90% to research and development research.
80%. Look him up, Jaybird.
Yeah, no, it is. It's something like that. The guy's a big philanthropist. But what you got to
he's
understand is
huge.
that the guy sells 1.5 ounces of water with a little bit of flavoring and caffeine.
For $5.
He's probably got
$3.
$4 or 4 cents into the product.
Not even with
distribution-
label, distribution, packaging.
With distribution
No,
and everything,
you
he
wanna
might
say-
have 15, 20 cents in it. He's
Now we
selling
can
for
come back
$2.50
on this
a
guy.
whack.
The thing about us coming back on this guy now, he has created this extremely disposable product in a toxic bottle, which is a single-use item. Now, if his consumers are not proactive, is he not being
Part of the problem.
part of the problem?
Yeah. Chuck, that was one of the most intelligent things I've ever heard you say, and I'm surprised you're homeless.
It was,
It
was too intense for me to respond on. I didn't want to say,
going back to the whole 40 cents per bottle or whatever, when you think of all the employees, the overhead, the taxes, this, that, and the other, most corporations are making somewhere between like a 10 and 30% profit. So if he's selling it for $4 a bottle, he's making $1.80 each one.
I don't think in this particular industry, it's a very, he's automated, he's got a very limited overhead. Water and X amount of raw chemicals are basically
Dude, to
vitamins.
bottle up 1 million bottles a day, and you know what I mean? That's a huge operation.
I'm sure that they can hand manufacture a machine that you can spit those things through at the rate of, I'm talking.
Yeah.
But then again, to think about how many employees, how long has he been in business? So now there's actually employees that have probably been with him 10 years or how long ever the product's been out. The chances are, that they've bought homes, that they put kids through school.
We should make something like that and call it Chuck Juice.
We could we could milk a lot of bulls, milk some bulls.
We can convince anybody that anything is energizing and good for you.
Bullchuck juice.
Bullchuck? That's
Bullchuck
a
juice.
bullchuck, man.
I'm just going to
Some
start going
bullchuck
around to the local gyms, collect the towels, wring out the sweat, and
please
sell it
don't.
as some
Please
kind of
don't do that.
aphrodisiac.
I go to the gym to relax, bro. I don't need you up in there going, "Oh, sir, can I wring out your towel, sir?"
Well, that sounds like Jim to me.
Pops, pay no attention to homeless Chuck. Seriously.
Kevin, didn't you have some bits? Weren't you going to play a bit in the first hour or something?
Oh, I was just looking up the guy